Hey, church, it's Pastor Jason, and this week we are going to be in John chapter 4 and completing John chapter 4. This past week we saw the event of Jesus and the Samaritan woman, and I told you that we're going to come back to that event and dive into two of the sections even deeper in December. But for now, with the flow of the gospel, we are going to go ahead and finish out John chapter 4, and we're going to think on this idea of believing. This is one of the main points of the whole Gospel of John is he wrote that you may believe and have life in his name, but what is true belief? What is belief that leads to salvation? It seems that maybe it's not as simply defined as we would think at first. We read back in John chapter 2, verse 23, that many believed in his name when they saw the signs that he was doing, but Jesus did not entrust himself to them. And the point was that you can believe some things about Jesus without being saved by him. And then that led into this idea of to be saved, you must be born again from God. It has to be a work of the Spirit to convict you of sin and to open your eyes and to bring spiritual life through believing in faith. And so it seems that there's an insufficient believing in the Gospel of John, and then there's a sufficient believing. And I mention that here because as you read the passage that we're going to be in, we're going to look at chapter 4, verse 43 through 54. And I want you to read it and pay attention to what sticks out to you as strange. That's really a good way to read the Gospels, is what surprises you or sticks out to you as strange. Oh, I expected it to say this, but instead it says this. And what sticks out to you as strange or makes you ask a question, a lot of times asking those kinds of questions leads you to what the author is trying to say. The author was a man like us, and so he knows that he's going to surprise us at some points. And those surprises are what leads for us to understand the main point of what he's trying to say to us. Just like when he said that many believed in his name because of the signs, but Jesus did not entrust himself to them. That was surprising, right? Well, hang on. So they believed in Jesus, but Jesus didn't believe in them? Well, what does that mean? And that helped us. That led into this idea that, no, you must be born again of the Spirit of God. It's not just you deciding to believe certain things about Jesus. It's the Spirit of God working in you to convict you of all that Jesus is, to truly believe and have life in his name. And so same here, you're going to come across some surprising things. First about the welcome that he receives as he gets to Galilee, and then about this official who comes to Jesus and asks for him to heal his son. So look at that. Think about how the official believes and how his believing seems to grow throughout the passage. And then on Sunday, we're going to talk about what true saving belief in Jesus is versus an insufficient belief, and apply it to our lives today. So looking forward to worshiping with you through singing, through prayer, and through the preaching of God's word this Sunday.